Didn't I? What the hell else was I trying to get to? Oh shit! I gotta say salute to I want to say salute to Brittany Renner. So PJ Washington, man, I ain't gonna lie, dog. Every time I come to basketball play, I stay looking at their contract. I be watching money a lot, bro. PJ Washington's salary. How much money is this nigga getting? PJ Washington's salary. We're gonna figure out how much money, how much bread this nigga got. This series, okay. Let me do the math. So 2023, he's getting, no, his base salary is over here. 22-23, he's getting $5.8 million. What the fuck? In 4 years, he's made $12 million in the league? Yo, is this what all these these little Instagram models is running after? This nigga? This nigga not even getting a max. Now, granted, $12 million is still a good amount of money. But you can go date a podcaster if that's the money that attracts you. If you're going to be with an NBA nigga, go get the nigga who getting the max. Yo, there's niggas putting up 15 points a game. Yo, there's a bum-ass nigga. He's trash on 2K. What's that nigga name again? Rudy Gobert or some shit like that, man. Garbage, nigga. Fucking trash, nigga. He trash on 2K. He lose me mad games. Nigga can't do a post move to save his fucking life. Look at his stats. Nigga averaged 12 fucking points. He's a perennial 12-point a game nigga. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Look at the contract this nigga get. Rudy Gobert contract. $205 million. I think he just signed some crazy max. Let me look at this bitch right here. Holy shit. Last year he made $35 million. This is what I'm saying for yo, this whole time I'm thinking PJ Washington's getting the bag. That nigga not getting the bag. Anyway, if you don't know PJ Washington, he was like the nigga who Brittany Renner had a kid with. I thought this was very tasteful, and salute to Brittany Renner. So PJ Washington, I think he's just a sucker for love too. Like any Instagram bitch could get with him, right? After the whole thing where niggas was like free PJ, this fucking idiot goes and gets locked up with another Instagram chick and puts a ring on her finger and puts a baby in her belly. So this nigga is he's a perennial fuck up. It's like you're like, free my nigga, he innocent. And as soon as the nigga get free, he do the same thing and go back in jail. You're like, okay, you got it, brother. Anyway, this is his shorty right here. His new girl. Y'all think she should upgrade from Brittany Renner or no? Let's keep it on 100. Somebody said that's her friend. Who's her friend? Look like she got a little lag. You know what I mean? A little lag. Okay. All right. I see you, boy. Let me click on her page. She 25. Let me see. How old is Brittany Renner? I'm going to tell you why I'm Google. Oh, Brittany 30. Oh, this thing might just be on this Leonardo DiCaprio shit. He might just be on that shit. Anyway, this is his new girl right here. He put a ring on the finger. And then he put a baby in the belly. Hey, PJ, I'm going to keep it 100 with you, brother. And I'm rooting for you. And I think as everyone's getting to the point of being very open with, like, you know, their preferences and shit like that, PJ, we're not going to feel bad for you or say you got finessed the second time around. Hopefully with this young woman, you are telling her up front everything. By the way, yo, chat, that's where I'm at in my life. I've just gotten to this point. I don't know why it took this long. I just got to this point in my life, right? I used to get in a relationship with these women, especially, obviously this is after fame, because when you don't have fame and shit like that, like, don't work. I keep telling you about that high value man bullshit. Like, nigga, you better hope and pray you become one, because them tactics don't work. Nowadays, when I meet chicks, I literally tell them, like, yo, listen, I can't even promise you that I ain't gonna fuck some bitches on the side. I tell them straight up, nigga, I used to lie like a motherfucker. Nigga, I was the biggest liar. But now I just tell the truth. I'm just like, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Like, you might be my main girl, but like, I can't even lie to you that I ain't gonna fuck some hoes on the side. Now, I'm not gonna say I'm trying to do it, but I might accidentally slip up and end up in some pussy. I'm sorry. But at least now you know going into this that if you catch me doing some shit, it's not like I lied to your whole existence. Like, oh, I told you I was going to be a fucking angel. And I think the whole thing with Brittany Renner and PJ was that I think Brittany thought that's what it was going to be. By the way, a little bit delusional. You're not going to be with an NBA player. Like, I think everybody should kind of know that. But, like, I think as us as men, we got to be more communicative. You got to just tell these chicks, like, bro, I'm probably going to fuck some bitches on the side. Not often. If you want to know about it and you want me to tell you the truth, I'll tell you. But might happen behind your back, discreet. I'm going to keep it clean. Just is what it is. Somebody said, oh, you don't need to say nothing. That's how I know you don't got no game. Rummus. Listen, not saying nothing and just lying and having a woman think that y'all are in a monogamous relationship where you're not going to cheat leads to them having resentment when they catch you. Leads to them, and again, I'm talking about people who have some value and got shit. How do you think all my apartments got fucked up? Because a woman feels like she is being lied to. So I am in the belief that if you're going to do some shit like that, you should be honest. I think a lot of us men, we're getting into relationships, lying to women to say we'll never be with other women. Granted, the same dudes who say that be secretly having a side chick on the side. Do you get what I mean? I think some of y'all get it, some of y'all won't. The point of what I'm trying to say is that, like, I remember talking to Brittany Renner about her relationship with, and she I don't know if you watched the episode with me, her, and Fresh and Fit. She basically admitted and accepted that most men are going to step out and be unfaithful, especially at the level of guy that she wants. She's not going to date a bum. She's going to date somebody lit, right? That's not what she was ever in denial about. For her, she felt like the relationship and the terms and conditions of that relationship with the nigga she got with, which was PJ, came with the understanding that despite that's what most niggas do, he wouldn't do that. You get what I mean? So now, of course, when he does that, she becomes vindictive. Now when she has a baby, now she's going to use and exploit that because now you're permanently trapped with that. You're permanently trapped with her. She's going to be vindictive rather than her, like, I'm not saying necessarily be understanding, but at least she knew what she was walking into. She thought she was walking into a one-on-one monogamous situation where there would be, you know, pretty much no cheating or no bitches on the side, and that nigga was slanging dick throughout the whole Charlotte. You get what I mean? So all I'm saying is that I completely believe these days, especially as your value rises, like, I tell women that. I was scared to tell women that back in the day because I didn't want them to leave. Now I tell them and I'm looking at them, I'm like, the door is right there too. Like, somebody trying to come in too. Like, if you dip somebody coming in. It worked. I've tried it recently. It seems to be working. Keep me in your prayers. Somebody said I'm 30. Yeah, I'm glad y'all pointed out I'm 30. Nigga, I got more experience in relationships than y'all niggas. Nigga, I've lived with 3 to 4 chicks. I know what it. Yo, let me tell you this. I told my brother this shit recently. And this is my advice to all men. Let me tell you this. You see, most of my audience, y'all probably are kids who either live with your parents or maybe you just got into the work field. I don't technically classify, or I don't even count relationships that I didn't live with the person yet. Let me make this very clear to y'all. It's easy to have a chick when y'all don't live at the same place. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, you know how many times, like, back in college, I was dating a girl who lived out of state. Bro, that's not no relationship, nigga. Y'all just doing some shit. Because you basically could do what you want. It's much more difficult when, quote unquote, your partner you live with. So really, I've only ever thought about anything I call a relationship in my life now. If you're not, if unless y'all move in together, bro, y'all just fucking. So what I mean by that is the niggas who have never even lived with a significant other, they think that they're understanding. My brother just started living with his girl. And he always used to try to give me advice. And I'm saying to him, I'm like, yo, you don't understand, because at the end of the day, your girl has to call you to say when she could come over. You see her when you want to see her. A relationship is completely different than whenever you wake up, that bitch is right there, to your left or to your right. You see her when you don't want to see her, and when you don't want her there, she's still there. Very different dynamic to that relationship. Very different situation. So when I'm talking about relationships and y'all say, well, you're 30, well, most of y'all, until y'all get to be around 25, you're probably still living with your parents or just start living by yourself. You ain't never really been in a real relationship. And a real relationship to me is living with your partner. Now, for the people who have never lived with a girl who got all the freedom in the world, that's the point I'm trying to say. When you never live with your girl, bro, you can do anything in the world. Anything in the world, bro. Yeah, my brother he just moved in with his girl. Bro, his girl didn't, first of all, they were dating for a couple years. She ain't even had a key to his place. She couldn't pop up unannounced. She bruh, oh, I'm going to see you this day. I won't see you this day. They're living two separate lives. I call that just high level fucking. It was when I started living with a woman, when you got to start, because a real relationship to me is, okay, y'all got to delineate many different things. Okay, so how will bills be taken care of? How will rent, if y'all renting, how's the lease gonna go? Now, suppose y'all break up. Who's gonna stay there and who's gonna leave? Who's paying what? Like, who got to move? There's a lot of things that's what a real relationship is. Nigga, if your girl lives at her mom's house and you live at your mom's house and y'all just be calling each other on FaceTime, that's not no relationship, nigga. That's a friend. It's a friend. That's what I'm saying. So the rules, when y'all say, oh, you're 30, I'm like, well, you're right. The rules that y'all have to deal with when y'all both live in your mama's house and y'all claim y'all in a relationship is night and day from when you're now living with a woman. Y'all either both working, y'all got bills together, y'all have to cohabitate. Completely different. So anyway, I say all that to say, I hope PJ Washington is not making the same mistakes that, at least coming from the Brittany Renner interview, it felt like he probably made as a man. And by the way, I only learned this as I grow older, because in high school, as a nigga, it's very easy and convenient to lie. You get what I mean? But at this point where you're a full-time basketball player, this chick, I guarantee she stays with him. It's a different level to the relationship. I know somebody said, yo, well, a real nigga won't even tell her. Like, you're just going to fuck bitches on the side and she's just never going to find out. Yeah, she's never going to find out when she don't live with you, nigga. Like, bitch's whole full-time job is to figure out if you fucking other hoes. Trust me. That's like a full-time job for them. So the point I was just trying to say, the more you get up in status to avoid those headaches, rather than lying and concealing, you try to be upfront and jump the gun on these situations, that you don't have people that's going to be vindictive down the line, because Brittany Renner could have been that. And I thought that she was going to be that and was that, to be honest. But then she came out and she said she's only getting $2,500 a month in child support, right? That's number one. And also, this was very surprising. She posted up a ring. So this is the new girl who posted up a ring. And usually women are bitter as shit. Brittany Renner is actually in the comments saying congrats. Again, I'm not talking to the kids here because y'all wouldn't understand. Like, I'll give you an example. The girl who I was with right before I got popular, I always have a genuine, love and care for her because I'm going to keep it real with you. Of any woman I've ever been with, she could have been the saltiest. She could have been the chick like, yo, and we've seen it before. Look at Kevin Hart. When Kevin Hart really got big, his first wife, she felt super salty because she felt she got kicked out the bus. That's how it is. We saw later that woman try to sue Kevin Hart. She tried to say all type of rumors about Kevin Hart. Like, it went nasty. Shit, I think even some shit like that happened to D. Wade as well, too. Women could get really nasty and bitter and vindictive. Do you get what I mean? So I'm giving credit to Brittany, who maybe she does feel away. And I ain't gonna lie, she probably does. Like, yo, the nigga who you gave your first kid to, that nigga got rid of you or you left, whatever the case is, and he got a new chick, and probably everything you wanted the new chick finna get. Ring, houses, cars, all that shit. And Brittany's there not being bitter. I commend that, okay? Even if it's just a front in the public, I commend it. All right. Yeah. See? Yo, somebody says the ring is elegant, but then her hand tat is childish. Yeah, that shit look like some henna. You know them little henna drawings they be doing? Like, you go to like a school fair, and they be like, you want a henna tattoo? Be like, yeah, let's do it. This look like one of those. That don't even look like a real tattoo. Is that a real tattoo? Or some henna bullshit? All right, cool. Yeah, so anyway, congrats to these people. Hopefully they live their lives. Oh, in another news. Let me see. Tekashi 6ix9ine and his girl beefing, bro. Beefing. I haven't talked to him since. These days, I don't talk to 6ix9ine as much. When 6ix9ine was very into music, he used to call me pretty much most days. These days, I don't talk to him as much. But that's not an indicator of our friendship. I think males have friendships differently.